Okay, right, you can see here that we have 10 equals 3 over 2, that's a h, really not very clear h there, and 1 over 3h. So when we've got fractions like this, the way that you would solve and deal with any kind of fractions is you must always make the denominators the same, because we're solving an equation, we need h on its own at the top, not at the bottom of a fraction. One of it positive, we've got to get rid of these fractions. That's the first thing we have to do. So what is a common multiple between 2h and 3h? 2 times 3 is 6. So if we can make the basis to be 6h, then we will be able to start adding our fractions. So if I times this one by 3, and I times this one by 2, that's going to be 3 times 2h is 6h, 2 times 3h is 6h. Remember, whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. Times 3, and now here, times 2. So let's do that. 10 equals, 3 times 3 is 9, 2h times 3 is 6h, try and make that a bit of a clearer h. 2 times 1 is 2, and then 3h times 2 is 6h. Perfect. I've got my denominators the same. So my bases are the same. That means I can add the numerators. I can add the tops. So what happens to the bottoms, the denominators? Nothing. It's 6h. We never add 6h plus 6h is 12h. Think about the slices of a pizza example I've talked about before. It's just the same. 9 plus 2 gives me 11. And now I'm here. Now I'm back to a division algebra question. We can see the 6h is being divided by the other side. Let's get rid of this. Let's move it up. If it's a divide this side, it becomes a times the other side. 10 times by 6h is 10 times by 6 is 60. And then don't forget the h on the end. We've moved the 6h, so just 11 remains. We're almost there. We need h on its own. This 60 is stopping us from having h on its own. So the 60 is times in by h. That means we divide by 60 on this side. We've moved it. H remains 11 divided by 60. I can't do that. So I'm just going to leave it 11 over 60. That is 11 divided by 60, and I don't need to work that out. Unless it explicitly says, give your answer as a decimal, you leave it as in its simplest form, 11 over 60. And that's done.